ball.
So Hunter's Braves are 95% chance to get in the playoffs.
Let me tell you something. They made me so nervous last night. They made me so nervous last night.
Why? You got a 96% chance to make the playoffs.
No. None of that bull hockey, okay? Look, just because we get in the playoffs, I would like to actually get into the playoffs and make some noise. That's what I want. Is it that hard? Is it that bad for me to want that to happen? I would not want us to get in there and get bounced like we were last year. And the reason why they gave me a heart attack is so I go out to eat last night with my parents, and I'm like, hey, can we put the Braves game on? So they do, and they put the Braves game on near me. And I look up, and it's, you know what? Bottom of the second, we're up 10-0. Oh, God, yes. Our bats are so hot in Atlanta. And I've said this all offseason and going into this season. Offensively, we can compete with anybody. I do not question that we can hit the ball. Now, I will finish my statement on last night's game. It was the fourth inning, and it was 10-7. I said, what the hell is happening right now? What is happening right now? Same pitcher, and he just got shelled. I said, so for the first 2 innings, you're out there throwing gas, and they just can't hit you. And then all of a sudden, the next 2 innings, it's like, oh, we've seen everything now. We're just going to hit everything. Yeah, I don't understand why they did that. So, remember what I said. It was 10-0 at the bottom of the second. The final score of the game was 12-10. So, for the other 7 innings, we only scored 2 runs. And they scored 3. So, we would have lost if it would have started in the 4th inning. Or the 3rd or the 4th inning, whichever one. Look, I don't care. The problem is that pitching almost cost us that game. If it wasn't because we're so dominant on offense and it was already out to a 10-run lead, we would have lost that ball game.
Good God, Hunter, I'm looking at these standings. Tell me I was right before I say the rest of this. Kevin, you were right.
Kevin, you were right. I don't know what it is.
Thank you.
I can retract his statement if I don't agree, but I don't know what he's saying.
I know. Before the year started,
yes,
we talked to you a little bit about it last week. I said that the American League will have an advantage this year because of the DH.
Mm-hmm.
9 teams in the American League are over 500. You know how many's in the National League?
5.
What? Okay. 4.
That's it?
One of them's 500. They got 5 teams at 500 or better. Only 4 of them are actually over 500.
Well, Atlanta.
Yeah.
Dodgers.
Yeah. Cubs.
Yeah, Chicago. I was about to say.
That's
and
it.
The Padres.
That's it.
And the Padres technically wouldn't even have one of the top seeds because they're second in their division.
No, they wouldn't. You only get 3 top seeds. They would They would get the 4th seed.
How far back are they from the Dodgers?
5 games.
Jeez. And the Padres are good. They're good. They can shell you. They are very complete. Oh, yeah. They traded for homeboy. Yeah, from the Indians. Clevenger.
Who hasn't played in a couple weeks. What do you think Thome thinks about that? He's the one that got the corona.
I don't know if he had the corona. I think they just did that because he went out and it was kind of like self-quarantine. Whatever. I don't care. Tom is probably mad about that.
You think so?
Because they gave up the house.
You see, the Angels gave up their shortstop or second baseman, all-star second baseman. For nothing. Gave him to the A's for some people.
I don't know, man. Today, if I'm not mistaken, 4:00 today is the cutoff for today's trade deadline.
This just makes me. I ain't going to make me sick. I don't care that much to get sick over it. What I'm saying is that it's just pathetic, is what it is in the National League. But Hunter, if the Rockies lose today, only 4 teams of the 15 will be over 500. Here's who's making the playoffs, Hunter. You ready?
Mm-hmm. You talking National League?
Yeah. So I gave you those 4. Then the 5th one is the Rockies. How about the Rockies only have a 41% chance of making it, and they're 500, and they're in the 5 seed, and they only got a 41.
I was gonna say the 1 seed is Dodgers.
Right. The 1 seed right now is Dodgers, Chicago 2, Braves 3, San Diego 4, Colorado 5, Miami and Philadelphia 6 and 7, and the Cardinals would have the 8. So, I don't know. So Dodgers would have the choice of 4 teams under 500.
That's the dumbest thing in the world.
So they can pick with the Dodgers.
I hate that choice shit.
Would the Dodgers pick Marlins, Phillies, Cardinals, or Rockies to play?
I'd pick the Phillies to play, and I know they beat us.
You want some Bryce Harper? You don't want that.
Absolutely, they want Bryce Harper. He is batting terrible this year.
They don't want that mess, do they?
I'll say this though, Tom, if you're listening, go back and listen to this. We'll probably talk about it whenever you're in here Saturday.
Yeah.
Is this not what the Cleveland Indians do all the time? You got a great young talent, and you just ship him off. I wouldn't be surprised if y'all let Lindor get out from underneath you. His contract's going to be coming up. I wouldn't be surprised. Cleveland, I don't understand. You're in a position, Cleveland, to make at least some noise in the postseason, and you just give up on your ace. I would understand maybe your second or third pitcher, but your ace. It's either him or Bieber, and I guess they're going to roll with Bieber. I don't know. They better have gotten something great for him. They should have. I would not give up a starting pitcher unless they were giving me the house.
Did you see what all they got for him?
Oh, they got a lot.
I don't know these
I
people.
heard that they got a lot, but I don't know any of them. That's what I'm saying. Like, so you get a lot, but are they equivalent to what Clevenger gives you? So
Well,
Cleveland got a 6-player return with a right-handed pitcher in Quantrill, left fielder and Naylor, a catcher in Hedges, shortstop in Gabriel Arias, a left-handed pitcher in Cantillo, and another shortstop for Owen Miller. They're all headed to the Indians. First of all, I don't quite understand why you're bringing in 2 shortstops. What is Lindor to you? Are you planning not to pay him? If that's so, somebody go ahead and fork up some money for him because you're going to let him walk. I just don't get it. I just don't get it. Like, would you trade your ace for anything in St. Louis?
no.
Would you trade your second best pitcher in St. Louis? Your rotation of your 1
I
and
don't
2?
even know who that guy is. So
No,
yeah.
I'm just saying, like, probably.
I don't know who he is. So yeah.
Okay.
Just depends what we need. Got to get starters for people.
I mean, I know Tom has said all year their pitching's been fine. They just can't hit the ball. But
I mean, if you're going to trade a pitcher and you know, I've got a good stat here. I was going to show you in a little bit. The way people, you know, bat nowadays, just swinging and missing. I don't know, Hunter. Like, I wouldn't give up an ace for anything. Because, listen, when you get in the playoffs, and that's where it comes, you know, you're looking at ace versus
that's
this
what
guy.
I'm looking at.
And a lot of times, if you even throw your ace in game 1 and he gives up 1 run and you lose 1-0, you wasted him. So it's all about matchups in the playoffs on that. You want your ace to go as many games. I'd rather my ace go against their worst pitcher. You know, like I would be like, the way I look at it as a baseball, if I was playing and coaching, I would rather my worst pitcher go against their best pitcher. And then I'm like, guys, y'all got to hit him anyway.
Right.
But might as well put 5 on his head. And you know, we're going to throw our good guys against their bad guys, and we'll win the 2 out of 3 games or whatever.
I don't know. It's just, I don't think you could really fork up anything for me to want to move off an ace. Because they're so rare. Like, I know there are a lot of good. I know there are a lot of good pitchers in the league.
Well, that guy's going to win every night.
Yeah, but that's the
so
guy
valuable.
you know you're putting on the mound, and you're saying, all right, his ERA is like a 1.2 for a reason. I mean, they're just not going to be able to hit him.
Right. He's giving up 1, 2, 3 runs tops tonight. Like 3 runs or less. And
if your team's already offensively gifted, then like you would want to hold on to him no matter what. You know, I'm reading right here. You know what the Braves might do, because like I said, trade deadline is today, 4:00. That is when trades will be ending in the MLB, which I'm surprised that, you know, they still had a trade deadline. You know, it's only 60 games. I bet you teams were scrambling. They're like, oh my God, we were not expecting this. But, you know, I mean, they said maybe the Braves will get off of some prospects to fill their hole at a starting pitching position. And I'm like, please. Because that's what, like you just said, that's what's going to make or break you come postseason time. Like, we can sit here and you can tell me that, yeah, you've got a 95% chance of making the playoffs. Well, whoop-de friggin'
Have
do.
you read this about the Braves?
Yeah, I just read it. They're wanting to probably move one of their top prospects to possibly fill the hole at starting pitcher. And do you know why I'm okay with that? It's because we got outfielders for days.
I got a question.
We got outfielders for days. Go ahead. What's your question?
Should the Angels trade Mike Trout?
I mean, me and you could argue yes, but they won't.
10 years, no playoff wins.
He doesn't have a no-trade clause. The only one I think that does out of those huge contracts is Bryce Harper.
I mean, think about it. If you're the Angels,
Yeah, but who wants to take on that contract?
somebody will. Yankees, somebody will. For Mike Trout, somebody will. Hunter.
Yankees did that. Holy shit.
Somebody would take it on because, I mean, think about it. If you're the Angels, you got two choices right now. Okay? Pujols going to retire in a couple years. There's you some money. But they're not hurting for money. That's not their issue, right?
Mm-hmm.
They're hurting for pitching. They're hurting for defense. I'd move his ass to right field because he's obviously not a good center fielder. He'd win a gold. Ozuna has a gold glove.
Yeah.
He is awful.
He's not even better than our outfielders. He's our DH.
If they had any reason to give Trout a gold glove, they would have done it by now.
Mm-hmm.
So he's not going to win any gold gloves. He's not getting better in center field, right?
Yeah.
He's getting older. So you got two choices. You can either pay him out his contract for the rest of his career,
Mm-hmm.
or if you're a general manager, do you want to lose the next 5 years and then lose your job, or do you want to go ahead and trade Trout and get a buttload of stuff, of people?
I don't know. I don't know.
What would be the argument of keeping him?
Nothing. Like, me and you, because we both know that $400 million contract you're paying him obviously has not paid off.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not going to pay off going into the future because you're going to be so salary stricken.
Yeah.
I know this is not a league with a salary cap, but the owner's going to look at that and say, I mean, we're already kind of strapped for money. We really can't make many moves.
Our center fielder the same as the Atlanta Braves are paying 7 of their starters.
Yeah.
That's the big thing, and that's what I'm getting. Like, so if they Hunter, I know the Braves in a winning position probably wouldn't want to do it, but what about a team that is good on pitching, that is good on that can't hit? Ain't that the Indians?
Yeah, they can't hit. Well, I mean, yeah, their pitching core is so strong.
What if they offered? What if they had offered Clevenger for Trout? Do you think Angels tell them hell no?
I don't know. I don't know, because now you have to look at it, since it is not a salary cap driven league, which of these owners are going to dip into their pockets and say, all right, we'll pick up the rest of that contract.
That's the problem with teams like Cleveland. That ain't going to happen.
They're not going to have the money. Yeah. That's why Kansas City could never make a run. I don't think Atlanta would ever make a run. I don't ever want them to make a run. Let's make that perfectly clear.
At Trout.
Oh, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, unless the only way you're moving Mike Trout with that kind of contract is he's going to the big market team that has the cash. The Yankees, the Dodgers,
Red Sox are 12,
maybe
22.
Boston. But even then, he's going to a losing situation. Yeah. I can't promise that he's going to win.
A right-handed hitter that either strikes out or knocks it out.
Sounds like Johnny Damon.
He could get a ton of extra doubles off banging them off the wall.
That's kind of disrespectful to Johnny Damon. I take that back.
So
Johnny Damon is hated.
I'm just saying, like
in Boston.
I've always looked at these, players and in these leagues as differently than other people do. Like I'm not concerned with chemistry.
No.
I'm not concerned.
I don't think you have to be concerned with chemistry in baseball. Now, everything maybe on the basketball court, yes, but baseball, no.
Here, the question on Trout is, like, for him to return the $45 million a year,
mm-hmm.
you don't necessarily have to sell that many $45 million worth of jerseys, but if they lose the next 5 years, Hunter,
mm-hmm.
like, how many extra Trout jerseys are you selling? Like, you see what I mean? Like, they're not exactly making money off of him going into the future other than a specific amount of jerseys. So, like, at what point does it be is it financially smart or / even baseball smart to go ahead and move off? I mean, the Nationals moved on Harper. They let him go.
They moved on Harper. They didn't want to pay him money, and guess what? They won a championship the next year.
I'm just saying, if you could spend $45 million on pitching, would that not help their team this year as opposed to the hitting?
Yeah. But again, it just comes down to who would even fork up that money.
Oh, yeah.
Because I would like to think that there would probably be some baseball organizations that think like me and you. They looked at that contract when it was signed. They can look at the Bryce Harper contract when it was signed and said the only one that looks like it's kind of panning out is Machado with the Padres. But he technically is the cheapest out of the three. So they had a little bit more money to put everywhere else, and now they just made the move for a starting pitcher. Whereas there's no way the Phillies can do it because they're so salary stricken. Because not only that, they went out and got Andrew McCutchen. They got McCutchen as well.
$1 billion in the outfield.
And then you're looking at the Angels. Well, they can't do anything either. So who would want to pick up those contracts? I'm serious. I don't think I think there are smarter GMs, and because what was it? There was a race for this. It was like maybe 3 or 4 years ago when the question was, who would you much rather have in baseball, Bryce Harper or Mike Trout? And now I don't want either one of them because they're contracts.
Yeah,
I don't want either one of them.
No, you don't.
No, I really don't. I would much rather have, if you gave me the choice, I would take Christian Yelich or Cody Bellinger before I would take Mike Trout and Bryce Harper. And they're cheaper and they're younger. So
I'll take Tatis Jr. over everybody.
I mean, I'll take Acuna. Give me my own guy for Atlanta. I'll take Acuna.
Tatis Jr.'s got 13 bombs. He's a shortstop.
Oh, I know. Listen, I'm not gonna say he's not good. I won't say he's not good. I'm just saying.
And I know his daddy played for the Cardinals, so I got a little love in my heart for him.
I won't say he's not good, but relevancy biased, I would still take Acuna over him today.
How about this, Hunter?
Today, like if he does this next year and continues on with it longevity-wise, I'll give it to him.
I was looking at this. Here's your top 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 batters.
Okay.
In strikeouts. All right. Has it computed? These are the most strikeouts in baseball.
This year.
Only one person in the top 16 is hitting over 300 with 40 or more strikeouts. Fernando Tatis Jr. He's hitting 315, 13 homers, 8 doubles, 31 RBIs, 94 total bases, 16 walks, 7 stolen bases on top of it right now. I mean, my God, Hunter, he's my MVP, I would think, almost. I mean,
he probably will be getting a lot of votes in the National League.
All right,
but here's the thing: do you give the MVP to the batter, or do you give the MVP to the pitcher? Because I'll be the first one to sit here and fight for Max Fried to being the starting pitcher. He's got the lowest ERA in baseball.
Yeah,
and he's 6-0.
So he's won 6 games.
It's either 5 or 6. Like he hasn't lost a game. We've won 19.
Okay, so he helped out 1/3 of the games.
It's either that or you go 0-6.
Well,
they'll give MVP to Kershaw in a heartbeat. Why would you not do the same thing for free?
I think that's an awful idea. They got their own award. But anyway, Miguel Sano.
He should get it. Oh, Miguel Sano. Okay.
Sano.
Whatever. He should get the Cy Young. I'll say that about Max Fried.
He's leading the league in strikeouts, Hunter. At 50.
Ooh. Has he played up? It doesn't matter.
Oh,
That's still
yeah, he's leading the base. What do you mean he played? He leads baseball.
I was about to say, how many of these games has he played?
All of them.
All of them.
31 games for Sano. 50 strikeouts. Hunter. He's got 24 hits.
He was almost batting 500.
Oh, yeah. His batting average, if it was a strikeout, 490.
Jesus.
If his Sano, who's got the most strikeouts in baseball, if his batting average was his strikeouts percentage was his batting average, folks, it would be 490. That means he strikes out every other at bat. He is a Major League Baseball player.
He's going to get you 1 for 2
who
or 2
strikes
for 4.
out every other at bat. Now, Hunter, that's striking out every other at bat.
Yeah.
That doesn't mean he gets a hit the other at bats.
Right. Could be
So
walk.
it could be a pop up. Could be a strikeout, a ground out, a walk, a hit.
That's true. That's very true. There are a lot of things going against him right now.
He's batting .235, but slightly worse than him, with one less strikeout in 6 more plate appearances, batting .194. Nico Goodrum. Kansas City. Let's tell you the rest of the most. I wish they would put the. Hunter, I got an idea for you know how we add slugging and OPS or on base percentage and slugging equals OPS.
Yeah.
What if you took those two and then subtracted the strikeout percentage? Would that be a number that the stat heads would like? Because you ready? It would be
Probably.
It would be on base plus slugging minus strikeout percentage. So you would look at Sanu's. He's got an 853 OPS, Hunter. That ain't terrible. But if you take out 490 off of it, now he's down at 400. No, 363 would be his total number on that.
Man.
The reason I got into that was looking at Trout. His strikeout average is 290. If his
batting average was a strikeout average,
and he's got more strikeouts than hits. He's got 35 strikeouts, 26 hits. He's batting .277. He is striking out more than he is getting hits. 36 in baseball in total strikeouts after missing a bunch of games. But he's played 31 games and 119 at bats. And Sano's played 31 games, 102 at bats, and he's got 50 more Ks than Trout.
God almighty. This dude's awful.
Like, how is he getting major league at bats? I don't get it.
They
just
don't have
striking out.
They don't. Maybe
they got nobody else that go in there and
maybe
strike
they're
out less
just
than
like
50
maybe they're just
times?
like, this is amazing. We have to keep him in. Let's just see how long we can ride this train.
This is amazing.
This is amazing.
Well, watch this shit, y'all. He's about to swing like
hold
a
my
mofo.
hold my beer. Watch this. Look at this. Look, Johnny, you ever seen this before? Watch this. Feel the wind off this bat.
50 Ks and 102 at bats. That's
awful. That's just bad.
It is terrible. And I've been checking the Trout box scores every night when they lose just to see where he's at.
Third in home runs.
They change him in the lineup every night.
What, Mike Trout?
He's batted 1, 2, 3, and 4 this year from my county.
Why would you not just leave him in the same spot?
I don't know.
What, like this? You think you getting a one up on a pitcher?
That's what I said. I don't know what they're doing.
I mean, Mike Trout leads the league in RBIs.
Tatis leads the league in
home runs,
in total bases.
Oh, well, he's tied for first in home runs. Sorry,
tied with home runs. The doubles thing is Trout's 8th on his team, and good news. He moved up to 7th on his team in doubles this week because they traded the guy in second.
Oh God.
He's now 7th on his own team in doubles.
What does quality starts mean?
5 innings or 6 innings.
Okay,
it's one of the two.
Say, what the hell?
It's either 5 or 6 innings. I can't remember which one it gets to.
Whatever.
Freddie Freeman is 2nd in walks, Hunter. Carlos Santana, the baseball player, not the guitar player.
I just say, wait.
Leads baseball in total walks by a lot. He's got 33. Freeman's 2nd with 24. He's 9 walks behind Carlos Santana. Hunter?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, God. You ready for your war of the day?
The one with the best WAR in baseball, if I'm not mistaken, is Freed, though.
Trout is 0.8 right now. His team's got the worst record in the American League.
Mm-hmm.
Freddie Freeman is 0.0.
And we're first in our division.
That's all I'm saying.
Imagine. I don't understand it. I don't, and I will never try to understand it. I will always just combat everybody else and say, your way is stupid.
Here's your best.
Your way is stupid.
Here's your best wars so far this year. Tatis, Yastrzemski, Machado, Fletcher, who they just traded. I think that's the guy they traded. Anthony Rendon, Trevor Story, Kyle Lewis, Cronenworth, Grisham, and Verdugo from Boston.
That has to be field players.
Yeah, this is all field players. Paul Goldschmidt is 14th for the Cardinals. He's the highest ranked Cardinal.
I was about to say that's not taking pitchers into consideration.
No, this is a. I'm still trying to find one Brave on here.
Good luck. We win, but barely.
I mean, like, y'all are in first place. Your offense hammers the ball.
That's all we do.
Shouldn't they be somewhere in here?
For God's sakes, we had 10 runs on a team last night in the second inning. Now, we didn't score but 2 runs after, but...
All right, Hunter, let's wrap it up with some